Hello, it's Mike from Inside the Magic, and I'm here at Disneyland today. It's Thursday, August 4th, the first day of PinQuest, which actually started last month, about a month ago in Florida at Walt Disney World at Magic Kingdom there. But now we got it here at Disneyland, and I thought I would come and check it out. So this is the package that you get. You buy it at the 20th Century Music Shop on Main Street. Take a closer look here. And it comes with that pin to start. It's kind of Mickey with a top hat. And it looks like there are some holes strategically placed in that pin that might help us with clues on this scavenger hunt type adventure. Here's the back of the package. Map inside. And then some general directions. And this the starter kit was $14.95. So let's take a look at what's inside of here. Okay, so I went ahead and opened the package, and this is what's inside. There's kind of a lanyard, a blue striped and starred lanyard, and the map is inside a little pouch, a zip pouch similar to the annual pass holder pass lanyards. And this is kind of the starter pin. It's more of like a medallion. It's not actually a pin, doesn't have a pin back. But like I said, it has those two holes I think are going to come into play. Okay, and here is the map as it looks after I've unfolded it. It's got 7 areas marked and 7 individual icons on the map here. There's an acorn, horseshoe, kind of a fleur-de-lis kind of thing there. The rocket ship in Tomorrowland, and a musical notation there in Main Street. And there's Mickey, and it says, use your decoder, metal, and clue pin to locate the coordinates of your next destination on your magical exploration. But we already know the first location, as they told me when I started. That clue number 1 is in the 20th Century Music Store, and this is the first clue. So it says, so many sights to see and sounds to hear. With music all around, what instrument is not featured inside of the 20th Century Music Company on Main Street, USA? Trumpet, accordion, or a bassoon? The rules are on the back. So let's hit into the 20th Century Music Company and see if we can solve this riddle.
Okay, so here we are back inside the 20th Century Music Company, and you can see the display on the top shelf here. You've got an accordion, and then way over here on the other side there's a trumpet. So trumpet and accordion, by process of elimination, that leaves the bassoon. So our answer is bassoon, and we just scratch off this answer on the card here, revealing a Mickey, tricircle Mickey insignia, and then we just trade it in to get our first pin. And this has one of the penguins from Mary Poppins along with that musical note there, and a series of numbers and letters. And you'll see if we take the decoder and place it on top of the pin, and then we just have to line up these two triangles, and it gives us a pair, a number and a letter. So this one gives us C6, as you can see there. And we go to our map. On the left, we've got letters. there's C. On the bottom, there's numbers, and we go to 6. C6 is Tomorrowland. We also get, when we get a pin, we get a stamp on the back of the map here. And by the end, we'll have all of these spaces filled with stamps. And there's also a key to let us know which store we need to go to in each area. So the first stop is the Little Green Men store command. Here's our first clue. To infinity and beyond. When you look about Little Green Men store command, what award do you see the Little Green Men giving to Buzz Lightyear? Is it Galactic Emperor, Space Hero, or Galactic Hero? So let's take a look around the store, see if we can figure out the answer here. And there's Buzz on the wall. And right above him, big as day, it says Galactic Hero. And let's take a look at the medallion that he's being handed, and of course it's Galactic Hero. So we scratch off the answer. Once again, Galactic Hero. There's the Mickey logo. And we'll go trade it in at the cash register for our next pin. And this time it's a cool Toy Story alien with a rocket ship, and of course some more numbers and letters. So let's go ahead and take our decoder, and again we've got to line up those triangles, and it gives us a 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jedi training.
And go to the map.
Begin in just a few minutes. You may not
Letter A on the left, to number 6 on the bottom, points us at Fantasyland. Let's head over there. Alright, we're inside the It's a Small World toy shop in Fantasyland. And here's our next clue. Take a trip on the happiest cruise that ever sailed. How many It's a Small World characters can be found on the attraction sign outside of It's a Small World? 11, 12, or 13? So let's take a look around. Now I'm told this is the sign that we're looking for, not the actual attraction sign. Cast member kind of helped me out there. And we'll count the number of characters on this sign outside the toy shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Scratch off the correct answer here. And we've got Mickey, so it's correct. We traded in for our next pin. It's a little hula girl from It's a Small World. And let's apply the decoder. This time it gives us C4. Pretty clear. Let's take it to the map. C on the left, 4 on the bottom, gives us Frontierland. And our next stop is the Westward Trading Company here in Frontierland. Let's go inside, shall we? We're inside the shop, and let's take a look at our next clue. When you look around Westward Trading Company in the Frontierland area, you can't help but feel at home. What home felt message can be found inside this location, punctured onto a tin frame? Home is where the heart is, home sweet home, or there's no place like home. So we'll take a look around, and in the back of the shop, above one of the shelves here, there's a little tin plate. Let's zoom in, and there it is, clear as day, home sweet home. So we have our answer. Let's scratch it into the ticket. There's Mickey, We trade it in at the cashier, and we get our next pin. It's Pete, dressed as a cowboy. I really like this pin a lot. And then once again, he's got a series of letters and numbers around him, and we'll take our decoder. And this time around, it gives us the letter C and the number 1. So C1. There's a C right there. And number 1, it's Critter Country. And our next shop is going to be Pooh Corner in Critter Country. We're here inside the shop. I bought the next clue. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, how does your garden grow? When Mr. Rabbit is not busy keeping gophers out of his garden, what 2 vegetables can be found growing in his veggie patch? Carrots and cabbage, radishes and cabbage, or tomatoes and cabbage? So here's Rabbit's garden. Here's the vegetables. You've got carrots and cabbage. So there's our answer. Scratch it off on the ticket here. Carrots and cabbage. Trade it in. And we get the next pin. It's Tigger. Orange pin. Again with numbers and letters. Take our decoder. Match up the triangles. We get a D and a 3. So our next location is going to be at D3. Let's go to the map. D on the left, 3 on the bottom. Brings us to New Orleans Square. And the next shop we have to visit is Pieces of 8 here in New Orleans Square. Let's take a look inside. And here's the next clue. The captain's quarters are hidden away inside the Pieces of 8 shop in New Orleans Square. What pirate icon can be seen hanging above the captain's bed? Stashed loot, swashbuckling swords, or skull and crossbones? We'll take a look up above on the top shelf here. The captain's bed, and you can make it out there. It's a little dark, but it's, of course, a skull and crossbones. So we scratch off the answer. Another Mickey head. Correct. And we claim our next pin. It's Captain Hook. Very cool pin with a key and a blue border. Let's use our decoder here. This time around, it's E5. Take it to the map. E5, sending us back to Main Street and the 20th Century Music Company. But first, we have to solve this final piece puzzle. It says, unscramble the letters on the back of each pin to reveal a hidden message. Then head to any participating Disney pin dealer to claim your final pin. So let's take a look at the back of each of these pins here. Flip them all over. And let's see what the letters are on the back. We've got a W, an R, an E, an A, a T, and an L. So what could that spell if you unscrambled them? Could it be a person's name? I believe it is a very famous person's full first name. And there we have it. W-A-L-T-E-R, Walter.
Okay, and this is the final pin that you get from the 20th Century Music Company once you've completed word scramble, you return back there, and you have the opportunity to buy this pin. And it says, "Thank you for completing the Disney PinQuest at Disneyland Park. You're now an official Disney Quest ear." This nice pin of Mickey wearing kind of a barbershop quartet outfit. And this is the completed lanyard with all 6 of the other pins that you collect along the way. And here's the decoder with the lanyard and the little pouch there. And that's the full set of what you get. The total cost of everything, if you play the entire game and collect all the pins, is about $80. But I think it's worth it if you're a pin collector. If you're really into these pins, these are some cool ones. I really especially like the Pete pin and the Captain Hook and the Toy Story alien. But yeah, they're cool. I don't think they're going to be available in any other way other than through the PinQuest game. So check it out next time you're at Disneyland.